Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today is not really about the cook, but it's about what we're using to cook with. The MeatStick company has sent me out a new temperature probe, thermometer if you will. It's a Bluetooth wireless temperature probe that you can put in your meat and you can check it on your phone, and we're gonna go over all this. It's an amazing little temperature probe, it really is. I'm very impressed with it. I've used it several times now because I didn't want to just jump on here brand new out of the box, tell you about it and not really have any experience with it. So I have used it on stuff like Boston butts. I've did a turkey with it, ham, chicken, beef. We've done pretty much the whole range of things with it. Just to try it out, make sure we liked it, find out what we liked, the pros, the cons, the whatever. I will say this first off, and it's not a deal breaker, it really ain't, but the only bad thing I've really found out about it so far is that the base is not a rechargeable base. It does take AA batteries, as you see. Like I said, that's not a deal breaker. It's just something I would like to see improved maybe, is a rechargeable base where I can plug this up and just recharge it. But like I said, it's not a deal breaker. But anyhow, let's get into how to use this thing. As you see, you have your base here and you have your meat stick right here. What you want to do is just you press that button there, and as you see, the green light comes on. Now the meat stick is turned on. It's that simple, that simple. But now it needs to be in the base when you turn it on. Then we're going to connect it to the phone. Okay, as you see, I just opened the app and it already found my meat stick right here beside it. So we're gonna hit OK. And from here, we'll just hit Set Up Cook. And as you see, we have a menu that pops up. You have a quick start. Yeah, you can save your favorite cooks. But we're gonna go down through here and we're gonna look for smoke, because we're gonna smoke this Boston butt. And let's see, we're gonna do pork. And then as you see, you have another menu here. We're gonna do pork butt, but we wanna do it pulled, so we'll select that. And here you can kind of select what you're looking for. You can, your target internal, your ambient, everything. Well, this is exactly where I want everything to be already, because like I said, I've already done this before. So we'll just hit next. And it's sending the cook over to our meat stick now. And it also saves it to a cloud, which is really good. That way you can save past cooks. Okay, now it is time to insert the meat stick completely as it showed on the diagram here. So let's get that done. So now you can take your meat stick off the base and put it into whatever you're cooking. But one more thing I want to show you real quick is this does read the internal temperature and ambient temperature. Right here on the end of the meat stick, this silver part here reads the temperature of the grill, the ambient temperature around your food, while this reads right about in here is where it reads the temperature of the meat that you're cooking. So it's very important to keep the whole thing clean. The end of it, because that reads your temperature of the ambient, the air, the grill, and this will read the temperature of the meat. So make sure you get that clean. Let's insert this thing right about here. Get it all the way in there. There you go. Stick out just like that. All right, now that the meat stick is completely inserted, you want to make sure you put your base right there next to the grill. This needs to be, the base needs to be within 6 foot of the meat stick itself for it to communicate. And then from there, your phone can be 260 feet away from the base to pick up the Bluetooth signal. So just make sure your base is within 6 foot of the meat stick, and then you can go up to 260 feet away. So now we are ready to start cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and press Start Cook, and guess what? There it is. So let's get the thing on the grill. So let's set our meat stick beside the grill here. And let's get it to cooking. That simple. Now once you press Start Cooking, you'll see a basic menu come up. If you just press it, you'll see a bigger menu come up, and as you see, you can see your ambient temperature, and you can also see your target temperature of the internal. Now as you can see, now that we got it on the grill, you can see where this line has went up, the blue line right here, the blue is climbing. That is my ambient temperature, so I do know that the meat stick is reading correctly. So now all that's left to do is just monitor on your phone. We're gonna let this thing cook till it reaches internal. Now something else I'd like to mention also, there are alarms set up on this app to where if your ambient temperature goes too high or too low, you get an alarm on your phone letting you know that, hey, something's wrong. Need to check it. You can adjust those alarms as you need them also. So I'm really loving how this app is set up. I mean, because if I get 10 degrees too high, 10 degrees too low, or whatever, I can set an alarm for that and let me know, hey, go check the grill, something's going on. Same with internal temp. You can set it to where if it goes above what you set it, an alarm goes off to let you know to check it. So if you forget to check your app, they have alarms to remind you, need to go check your food. So now that we got everything set, the app is going, we'll just let it cook for a little while and we'll come back and check on it. Now something else, just looking at the app right here, looking at the screen that pulls up, as you can see how much battery power your stick has left. You can see elapsed time, how long the cook has been going. Your ambient temperature, your internal temperature, you can see the graph of that. Now another feature on the app I just wanted to show you is you can press and hold on this graph here and you can kind of see, move your fingers along, and just kind of trend where your cook went up, you know, where the stall started, just whatever you need to look at, you can go back and just check it all out. Another feature I wanted to show you real quick is if you go down here and press the edit button. Now this screen is where you can edit your cook. Even after you've already set your initial cook to the meat stick, you can still edit your temperatures, your high and low, your early warning, your target warnings. Everything can be edited right here, saved, and you'll be good to go. Well, I just got notification on my phone that the internal temperature has been reached. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the cook on the app. It's gonna ask me, do I want to end cook? I'm gonna hit OK. And now it has ended. So that has been ready to go again, set up another cook. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and take the Boston butt off the grill, wrap it, let it rest for a little bit. Then we're gonna open it up and just see exactly how good this thing turned out. All right, we got the Boston butt off the grill, we got it wrapped, it's over there resting. Now, as far as the meat stick goes, as you see, the end of it became pretty dirty and it needs a good cleaning. Just take it aside, wash it up real good, put it back on the base, charge it up, it'll be ready for your next cook. It's that simple. All right, it's a moment of truth. Let's see how good this turned out. MeatStick said it was done. Let's find out. Look at that, y'all. Ain't that a beauty right there? Yes, sir. Let's get off this tin foil. They're falling apart. Yes, sir. That is beautiful. Let me turn this around here. Look at that. Exactly what you want right there. The bone pulls right out. Just look at how tender that is, y'all. Look at that. Perfect. Well, I say the meat stick did an amazing job. I mean, I could see where it stalled. I could see where the ambient temperature went up and down a little bit. You know, it's been kind of cool today here in South Carolina. I could see everything about the cook, even down to where it took almost 14 hours to cook this. But look how perfect this turned out. So there's a great deal of information on the app that you can use and adjust your cooks, and there's all kind of things you can do with this meat stick. I highly recommend, this is the MeatStick X. There are different products available, so be sure to go down in the description and check it out. There's a link to MeatStick where you can get this product and all the other products. I highly recommend it. Like I said before, the only drawback that I have, but it's not a deal breaker, is I wish the base was rechargeable instead of using AA batteries. But there again, I am very happy with this. Like I said, this is not the first cook I've done with it. This is probably about the 10th or 11th cook, and it's worked perfect every time. So head on over to MeatStick, order yours, and tell them Crazy Pop sent you. We'll see you next time.